you want a drink?
The coaches are picking up at the welfare.
They'll get their 40 quid and membership cards on bus.
You'll be all right if everybody turns up. She can't win if everybody turns up.
No shot, Kevin.
What's the matter with him? I don't know.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, mate. Coming in wrong side.
What have you daft bastards been up to?
Why did you do it?
Come on, Phil.
No, come on, tell me. I want to know.
She asked me.
You and me were mates once. You have destroyed a family.
Don't blame me, blame yourself.
We went through a strike together.
You weren't on strike.
So what I did, what anybody did during the strike, that didn't count, eh? Is that the official NUM verdict and all the support it got, George? If you weren't actually a striking minor, it didn't actually count, eh?
You were setting this up for your tart.
Cool, eh?
Piss off,
You're
Don.
a toe rag, Kevin. You got no politics in you, no principle apart from yourself.
Oh, aye. Look here, you. Strike was just an adventure. A big adventure for folk like you. You went back to your warm middle-class homes every night for your dinner.
We risked jobs. We put our family's futures at risk.
You're blowing that one any road.
Scab. Ooh! Stop it!
George knew, and Kay knew. I was on the floor, but it was Kev who was out for the count. Punch-ups in the public bar did not square with the new model Labour Party. A phone call to Walworth Road, a short list of one, and the seat was Lou's. No contest.
There she is. Okay. Great. Hi.
Oh, hello. How nice to be here.
Nice to have you. Great. You've never seen one of these before. I know.
I'm sure I'm going to be wearing plenty of these.
Indeed you are. Okay. How's old George taking it?
Oh, George is okay. I think he'll live. Yes.
Okay, just about. That was a terrific
Let's
campaign.
hope so. Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, with the by-election up here, Claire Short and Taylor.
Would you mind if I took a picture?
Oh, you take the photograph.
Oh, three lovely lads.
Well, she's going to be a great success. You must be very proud of her.
And we need more women in here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've got a good one there.
That's great. Good.
Okay. They want me to give you a kiss. Right, is that all right? Okay.
By the way.
All right, one more then. Right. Okay. They never ask me when a bloke comes in a by-election,
Why
you know.
is that? I think this all ought to change, and I'm going to try and be the woman to change this.
Right, good. Great.
And can't.
They're shitting themselves, Arthur. Thatcher gone, poll tax gone, khaki election, Kinnock's nightmare.
Aye, well, I've always been a pacifist myself, ever since Spain. I should have gone to Spain. I was going to be a stretcher bearer. But I got pneumonia. A pacifist, regretting a war he's missed.
It's not an easy one.
No. It's no good gaining power and losing principles.
Do you want to sacrifice the party for Saddam Hussein? Who would gain out of that? Not the Palestinians, not the Kurds, not the Kuwaitis, not pensioners, not the sick, not children, not women. Probable electoral suicide has to be weighed against that.
Which way are you going to vote?
Not with the bleeding Tories, Arthur. You can rest assured in that.
Lou kept her word to Arthur on the Gulf, and strangely, it didn't cost her either.
Councillor, we're ready for you now.
3 years on, Lou's loyalties would face a sterner test. With Mel and me back for round 2.
You know why you're here?
Yeah. I'm here because I fight for socialist policies.
You're not helping yourself.
I'm not here to help myself.
Oh, here we go.
We've had a complaint. A serious complaint. You know the incident we're referring to, this nursery business?
What is the status of this meeting?
It's an informal meeting between comrades. Comrade? The council has a policy of school closures. It has embarked upon that policy with considerable misgivings and regret in order to comply with central government instructions.
I know all this rubbish.
Let me finish, please, comrade. We have been ordered by central government to reduce the number of surplus school places. The matter has been discussed by Labour Group. Schools have been agreed.
I didn't agree.
Oh, for God's sake, woman.
Labour Group will be reaffirming that decision at our next meeting. I would remind you of Group standing orders and advise you that disciplinary action will follow should you fail to vote with your colleagues.
Nursery education's a matter of conscience for me, comrade.
I can only warn you of the grave risks that you are taking, comrade.
Come on, move it.
I'm sorry. I'm most awfully sorry.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting it clean. I'll put a plaster on it.
You're very well stocked up. Do you run into people on a regular basis?
It was your fault. You ran into the road.
Okay, look, I only live around the corner. I'll go and get into the bath.
I'll help you.
What, to get into the bath?
Let's concentrate on getting you home, shall we?
At least she had a home to go to. Me, stuck between the place I couldn't go and the place that wouldn't have me. I went to doss on Mel's couch. Well, what are comrades for, after all?
Now then.
Hiya. When'd you get in?
Half an hour ago. I knew you'd been to the Chinese in the oven. Here. Present.
American muck. You seen Lou?
No. How's the battle? You winning?
They're probably going to take my committees off me. Withdraw the whip.
You're joking. Who?
Bailey.
Oh.
Wheeler.
Is he still around?
Yeah, they're all still around.
They should issue guns in politics, so when we beat the bastards, we can finish them off.
And Wilkinson. And George Douglas is in there somewhere. I can sense it.
Well, you can't kill the undead.
I'm beginning to get fed up with it, Phil. I mean, you fight for so long and you manage to change a few small things here and there. In the end, you're still battling against the same bloody shit.
Hey, don't give up. Not when the cavalry's arrived.
Yes, thank you. lose my marbles. I will definitely not lose my marbles.
Move that lot.
All right, you want to fight, eh? You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
Excuse me, Councillor.
Councillor, ready for you now.
Standing down for Kevin.
Why doesn't your friend stand? She has no ties, has she?
I don't know.
If I don't get this job, I shall be coming for yours.
I've just remembered. I don't screw married men.
You are cheating!
3 years you've been at it, the pair of you behind my back!
What are you running a miner for, any road? She's a trot!
You have destroyed a family.
A full game, politics.
The strike had rallied me and Lou in the war against Thatcherism. But the battle for services against a plan to turn a dead pit into a leisure centre had thrown us together. It used to be clear-cut then. The goals were clear, the ways and means simple. The dirty tricks department, the national spooks, the local mafia, they were operating, but quietly, in the background. Thatcher got her cards, but the local bent bastards got their centre through. And with it, a load of old scores were queuing up, just waiting to be settled.
Madam Speaker, the plight of many single parents and their children remains a scandal in this nation in the 1990s. It is a presumption peddled at me by too many of the members of the party opposite that the single mother is in some way deserving of her plight. A punishment for loose living, for some imagined immorality, sin begetting its own misery. What a quaint, simplistic, and wholly inaccurate presumption that is. For these women, trapped between the rocks of prejudice and the hard place of this Tory government's wholly inadequate caring service, cannot rebuild a life, cannot rediscover a career, and so cannot climb out of that penury, or avoid that denigration which the crass-brained saloon bar plonkers on the other side of this house only too content to...
I hope, Madam Speaker, that those last most unfortunate remarks were not aimed at honourable and right honourable members on this side of the
Perish the thought.
Hello, newsroom. This Lou Larson story. I like it.
You'll like it better when you see these.
Where from?
Anonymous drop, like it just now.
I wonder who knows we're interested. Backstory for you from your northern days, isn't she?
Yeah, that's right. She was just starting to make an impression when I left.
Looks good. Got the hots for her, have you?
No way. She's a ball breaker.
They usually are. Johnny Sullivan tells me she's a once and future star. Maybe it's time for you to make your name too, Mark.
Paul.
I think it's time for you to troll back to the land of chips and bitter. Still got contacts?
Of course.
Well, there's got to be a story there somewhere. Got to be. Get digging. Brian?
She may have come a long way from sounding off in a Yorkshire miner's welfare on a wet Friday night, but she'd plainly not lost the knack of putting the knife in, and sweetly. This was still the woman I fell for.
When did you get back?
A week ago.
You look different.
So do you, and a bit.
You look well.
I think they call it fat.
Can we walk?
Yeah, sure, there's a pub just round here.
I enjoyed your letters. Why'd you stop?
You never bloody wrote back.
I'm hopeless with letters. I enjoy getting them, though.
Well, I felt foolish writing into space. I wasn't sure about getting in touch. I've been watching the debate.
It's good to see you.
2 glasses of red wine, please.
I thought you liked it in the States.
Politically, it's more interesting here at the moment.
Come back to save the party you love, have you?
Somebody has to.
George Douglas had a stroke.
Is he still alive?
He's in a wheelchair. Do you know that bloke?
It's you. You're famous. You're on the telly. I wondered how else she might have changed. She never used to be paranoid. But once upon a time, she'd never had cause to be.
I was shown around the winding site this morning.
What do you reckon?
It's a remarkable achievement for a council this size. No offence.
There were a lot of opposition. All usual troublemakers in the party. But with determined leadership and a clear vision of the future.
You should have got this section.
Maybe.
I think she's in trouble, Miss Larson. There was a bit of a scandal over a selection, wasn't there? Weren't you involved?
A fight. I was attacked by a fancy man.
Bit harsh on you.
The party wanted more women candidates, and the Kinnock camp hated the NUM.
You think this attack on you by Miss Larson's lover was a deliberate provocation? The object being to take you out of the selection process?
There were a lot of negative campaigning going on. Dirty tricks. They had a block of women's votes whose membership fees have been paid in a lump sum by Mel Lynch, for example.
She's on her way out now, surely.
Ms. Lynch's card is well and truly marked aye. But the Lou Larson business, well, it's all water under the bridge. It was his wife I felt sorry for. Lovely lass. Went to school with her.
Good Scott.
It's a programme about deserted wives.
Yes, that's right.
Well, I chucked him out.
Same thing for our purposes.
Really?
You presumably had good reason.
He was seeing someone else.
Did you know her?
Tom, go and put the kettle on, will you?
Did you know the other woman?
Not well. I knew he was up to something. But, you know, put it out your mind. Get on with your life. Wait for it to pass.
So what happened to make you ask him to go?
I was told. Direct. So I couldn't ignore it anymore.
Are you bitter?
I blame that cow, certainly.
And your ex, is he still with her?
We're not divorced. No, he went to America to work. He's coming back, actually. He got a new job.
And the other woman?
I suppose you could say she divides her time between here and London.
What's her name?
Pardon?
Well, we might want to interview her at a later stage, with your consent.
I don't think it would help you if I told you her name.
You want sugar?
Yes, please, one. Thanks.
Well, what's on for the trip tomorrow?
Training workshop in the morning. You're going to be talking to some girl apprentices. Dinner ladies at lunchtime. Old folks in the afternoon.
I know a good nursery.
Your friend, Councillor Lynch.
Mel, yes?
I'm told she's still something of a loose cannon.
Don Talbot told you that, did he? She's great, is Mel. Now, she's what the Labour Party's all about.
Is that what you think?
I'd say she was more of a fundamentalist.
Not a bloody trot.
Don't be ridiculous.
She's a bit of a romantic figure, almost, wouldn't you say, Lou?
Romantic's better.
We've had enough of romantics, don't you think? Kinnock was a romantic. Male voice choirs, rugby union, we shall overcome, Kennedy. They wanted to run Downing Street as Camelot, surrounding himself with actors, singers, writers. No more romantics, thank you.
Come on, John.
I have no intention of allowing the Labour Party to imitate the Scottish national football side. No more heroic charges, if you please.
How's it coming on?
Ms. Lynch, Ms. Closest ally and confidant of Labour's new high flyer. Divorced, childless, poll tax rebel.
Was it paid? I bet she paid it.
Can't check.
Interesting speculation. Great pics.
Constant visitor to the school, Larson supports a friend's line against the local Labour authority.
Nice one. Like to hear of splits.
I've been round to see the ex. Didn't get very far.
We'll save it. There's enough here. Don't want to confuse the poor reader, do we? I think I'll run both pics. Nice one. Keep it up.
Come off it, Don, you stupid northern...
She'll be devastated. Where did they get that one?
Burglary?
I thought you said it was kids.
I did.
What's the matter? Is there anything else?
What do you mean?
That they might have taken? Any more skeletons?
Graveyard's full.
John Talbot! Told you so, don't say you weren't warned. He wonders if there's more to come.
Smoking pot?
Don't even joke about it.
Come on, John. We've got to expect this kind of attention.
Your friend, colleague.
Yes?
We don't want her near.
Absolutely.
Now, hang on.
Not today, Lou.
This party political broadcast is costing us 30 grand. Neither you nor your friend would wish to treat that kind of major investment by the party casually, I hope.
Let's be positive about it. She don't look at all bad for her age.
Now then, boys and girls, let's hit the road north. First set up the engineering factory.
Come on, lads, chop, chop. There's nothing there on not a thing.
It's closed as per. Let's see what's going on, eh? There's someone there.
Yeah, hello.
Mr. Lynch.
No, I'm a visitor. If you want Mel, she's not surfaced yet, I'm afraid. Hang on, just wait.
Few words for the post, please, Mr. Lynch. Mr. Lynch.
Hello. No, she's not up yet.
Have you seen this?
Have you got a number? Yeah, I'll ask. I'll get her to call, yeah.
I was just wondering if she had any comment to make.
I doubt it. Is this you? Are you Riley?
No, I'm local.
Yeah, well, you should be bloody ashamed of yourself.
You can keep the paper.
What's going on?
You better have a look at this.
What?
Can I do anything about this?
Do you think they got it in that break-in?
We're ready for you, sweetie.
Or another one.
What do you mean?
I don't know, Bill. But I do know they're out to get me.
That bloody Riley is sick. I'm going to have him.
Don't let them get to you.
Well, it's easy for you.
Is it shit? Look, I've got to go.
Hey, you stay in touch.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Kay.
Just through here. If you stand in there. That's lovely. If you wear these, you'll need those. Good. Ah.
We're getting a reflection on her glasses.
Right, well, you'll need a tweak then, won't you?
Nothing.
Look,
Plenty.
John's been bollocking the editor, threatening to cut her off without an off-the-record brief.
Look. Am I all right?
What do you mean? You're fine.
I feel very tense.
Come on, ladies, can we roll, please?
Monday wonder. Is some other poor bugger's turn tomorrow?
For them, aye. Not for me.
I'll lie low for a bit.
What, round here? How many years do you reckon? Anyway, I've got to go down to school. Mind, they'll probably lock the kids up when they see me coming.
Give it a miss.
No, I can't.
I'll go for you.
I'm going!
I'll come with you.
We'll have to go out over back allotment. I don't think I'm ready to brazen it out on the street yet.
They've left us alone pretty well.
What's happening about teaching?
Redeployed. One took headship, a couple took early retirement, come back to help out. And we've got a few degrees among the mothers, you know, you'd be surprised.
They must be tearing their hair out.
Well, threatened the two come back to help out. Reckon they've broken the terms of their redundancy.
Oh, rubbish.
Ah, well, surprise, surprise. Teachers' union threatened to pull goodwill across the authority if they don't lay off.
Teachers' union with teeth, eh?
Ah, Mr. Television Researcher. You should have phoned. I might not have been in.
Oh, well, you might have hung up on me.
So what is it this time?
Actually, I have a confession to make.
Oh, aye. Go on, let's hear it.
Well, to cut the crap, Mrs. Spencer, I'm not actually a television researcher. I'm in newspapers.
Ah.
And my paper is doing a public interest story about your MP, Ms. Sharlston, who's played some part, well, a central part in your current difficulties.
Go on.
Well, my editor and I are very firmly of the opinion that your side of this sorry tale should be given space when the story breaks. I should point out that we aren't the only paper onto this story, but we feel it would help you and your son if you're able to commit yourself exclusively to our paper. We would, of course, wish to compensate you generously for your time.
What was it you said?
Sorry?
Cut the crap. How much?
5,000.
I'll think about it.
Take it, Mum. We can go to Disneyland. You'll love it.
I've had you lot up to here. Now just leave us alone, leave her alone, and just bugger off.
I only want to ask if she likes the school.
Come on, Lorraine. What's up? She's asking her what they have for dinner.
Come on, there's no need for all this.
Can't do you any harm.
She's had one kiddie roaring. What did she think of the nasty men that were going to close the school?
Come on, leave her.
You're on council property, now up it.
I'm sorry about that stuff in the papers.
It's shit, we all think so.
What do you think about the nasty men, Councillor? You're in the papers yourself today. Have you anything to say about that?
What do I think about the nasty men? I think they're spiteful, small-minded, bent bastards who are taking a political vendetta out on helpless women and small children because they'd rather line their own bloody pockets than spend money on a school.
Thank you, Councillor. That's very interesting.
Now the shit would hit the fan. She hadn't actually named Wheeler, Kev Bailey and Company, but she might just as well have done.
Hey, that were champion, Arthur.
Aye, thanks, Doc. She's bit then, our Melanie.
Bit? She just about took me balls off.
She always did take nursery education very seriously.
Well, she's not a political animal. That's her problem. And she makes no friends, does no favours. She's not got a political bone in her body.
I've always had a soft spot for her myself. Unlike bleeding Machiavelli here. But she's broken the rules, gone against standing orders. Let her get away with it, others will follow. You'll have mayhem.
She's coming in for a disciplinary, and this time she'll lose the whip, and we're going to dump her off all her committees.
That's the law of the land. She's preventing us carrying out policy.